A very good afternoon to all our Sports Today family members, and we had to come early in the morning to do some things, but then there have been some late developments by which it's become the afternoon time. Now there have been some additions into the news updates that we are going to give you in this particular video, because that's why it's not the morning wrap, it's the news wrap. Without further ado, let us get into what has been making news ever since yesterday, and also today if you look at it, what are the new updates on it, because Indian cricket fans, their 2023 has ended on a worse note as we expected. No WTC, no World Cup, no South Africa conquest in tests. Michael Vaughan, the former England skipper, has really shredded India. He has absolutely blasted India, calling them a nation of underachievers. For all the might, for all the financial clout that you have got, India have underachieved in this decade. I'll be doing a special video on what are the exact quotes that Michael Vaughan said in a short while. But Michael Vaughan really went after India after the end of the Boxing Day test match. For a nation that has such a big population, for all the financial resources, for all the clout that they have in world cricket, they have not lived up to the top billing. And Michael Vaughan has really lashed out at India. Do you agree with Michael Vaughan? I'll be doing a special video on that particular segment that we are doing. Dean Elgar is almost about to get the final farewell when we have to look at Test cricket. He scored a 185, ensured South Africa would not lose to India yet again in a Test series at home. And now he will captain South Africa in the second Test in Newlands. He'll captain them, sign off on the ultimate farewell. If he gets South Africa to a win here, it will be the perfect farewell indeed. Remember, there are two changes in the South African lineup. Zubair Hamza has come in because Temba Bavuma is not fit. Hamza averages just about 17, and that's why he's going to come into the South Africa team for the test match in Newlands. But there is one more change, and it's a late development that has come because Gerald Coetzee is set to miss the Newlands test match because of a pelvic inflammation that he suffered in the first test. Coetzee has been experiencing discomfort and he is all set to miss the Newlands test. Now, who will come in his place? That remains to be seen now. Andre Berger stepped up, then you got Kagiso Rabada who stepped up, and also Marco Jansen to a certain extent. Who will South Africa bring back into the team? Because remember, Coetzee was a very good batting option also, and as the bowling, he kind of underachieved in the Centurion test. But he is not going to be part of the Newlands test as well. So, Gerald Coetzee out of the Newlands test at this point in time. Sri Lanka will begin 2024 with two new captains. Wanindu Hasaranga in the T20Is, Kusal Mendis in the ODIs. Wanindu Hasaranga, remember, missed the entire World Cup because of an injury. He was picked by Sunrisers Hyderabad at a steal. Kusal Mendis, on the other hand, he is going to be in the ODI setup of things. Remember, 2024 is not going to be, half of 2024 is not going to be ODI centric at all. Sri Lanka will begin their 2024 with a series against Zimbabwe. Now remember, Sri Lanka are also not qualified for the 2025 Champions Trophy. So their ODI setup is kind of stagnating, and maybe until 2027 there might be a team in place. But remember, ODIs for Sri Lanka do not assume that much of importance for the next 3 years because they have failed to qualify for the Champions Trophy as well. Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty, these two individuals have really made Indian badminton one of the best assets in 2023. Number 1 rank, Asian Games gold. Earlier they had also secured the Thomas Cup gold. Now they have laid their roadmap for 2024. Paris Olympics is the ultimate quest for them, and because of that they'll participate only 2 or 3 tournaments. Malaysia Masters, All England, that is the key tournament that they want to win. All England and Malaysia Masters, and another small preparatory camps before the main Olympics in Paris. Remember, India have never won the doubles medal in the Olympics, so that's why in 2024 Mission Olympics, this is their aim. All England and Malaysia Masters is the key. That's what Satvik Sairaj has highlighted in this interview that he gave to a media portal. Increase in schedule, increase in the teams, there's going to be a lot more games, but the Professional Football Association has come out with a statement stating that the players can take UEFA to court. That is the latest statement that we have got, because The players will really be totally ground to the ground because of the schedule that is there. There is absolutely no way that they can match up to such you may say high voltage kind of matches, increase in number of games, player fitness, player fatigue, all those kind of things are going to come up. PFA are really going to take UEFA to court if there is the proposed increase in the number of Champions League encounters does take place. Today is the final day of sporting action when you have to look at it in the world, because the chess World Rapid and Blitz Championships is on its last day today. Today onwards, you're going to see the remaining of the rounds. Arjun Erigaisi and Pragnananda, if you look at it, they are in the middle of the pack and they look like finishing in the podium. However, today, Gukesh might be assured of a spot in the candidates because Anish Giri is nowhere close to the podium, and because of that, his rapid and blitz tally combined, Gukesh could potentially seal his place in the candidates and become the third Indian in that. That will be a mighty achievement, and chess Air India will end on the ultimate of ultimate highs. So that's why India, if you look at it in cricket, very underwhelming, but in other sports they have achieved far better than they have in the previous years. So only one more day to go for 2023 to end. We'll be back with some more updates, especially what Michael Vaughan said. Do check that video out, which is going to come out in the next 20 to 25 minutes. And thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports straight. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.